Own your narrative.
Last time on my live stream series, we talked about the preliminary things that you ought to keep in mind if you're planning a virtual concert. And in today's video, we'll go a little bit deeper into how to outline your show so you can have the best concert possible. Let's go. Hello my lovelies, it's Debo here back with another video and welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new here, comment vous allez? Sak passe boss, chita là avec moi pour un moment. I talk about what it takes to be a professional vocalist with vocal tips, clips of my own performances, and opinion videos just like this one. Take a moment to tap that like button and subscribe to my channel and hit that bell so you'll know exactly when I upload my random thoughts and tidbits. Now, on to owning our narrative. I've found that it's very easy for musicians to showcase their music, and only their music, to their audiences. That definitely, in and of itself, is a great thing to do. I mean, allowing your music to speak for itself is a great aspect to being a great musician. That said, when people come to watch you perform, they usually come for more than just the music. They come for you and the experience that you're providing to them. And there are three things that you can do to bolster your music with who you are as an artist and who you are as a person. Number one, determine the overall arc to your show. Number two, have specific talking points between your songs. And number three, encourage your audience to participate in your live stream. Let's go deeper into each one. Okay, so let's say that you have a bunch of songs that you want to sing, and they all showcase your voice in a great way. You'd think that just doing them in any order would be fine, but keep in mind, you want maximum engagement within your live stream. You basically want as many people as possible to not only come watch you, but to also stay watching you. This is where having a clear arc to your set list will come the most in handy to you. In making your set list, consider how many songs you want to perform, how long each song is, what is the tempo or the speed of each song, what is the style of each song, and most importantly, what is the theme of each song. Tailor your arc, your storyline, to have some peaks and some valleys so it isn't stagnant, but still have an increasing build of energy towards the final third or so of your live stream concert. That increases the likelihood that people who are watching from the beginning will still be engaged, and the folks who tune in maybe a little bit later within it are also motivated to stay watching your performance. And your performance will be tailored to your energy level, so you won't end up feeling fatigued, which can happen pretty easily when you're live streaming, i.e. just performing for a camera instead of real life breathing people. Number two, your talking points. This is the part where I feel a lot of us get tripped up, especially those of us who haven't really shown our personality off to our audiences before. And this is a super important part to consider in this virtual age. There are literal thousands of musicians out there, some of which are incredible musicians who all want to get their music heard. So much so that we're getting bombarded with great music to listen to and great live streams to watch. But there is something that only you have that others don't. Your personality. Personality. And I know that might sound cheesy, but seriously, that is what audiences want to see and engage with. You. In between songs is an amazing point to showcase a bit of your personality or a bit of your narrative, giving backstory to the song that you just performed or to the next song that you're about to perform. Or you could share little anecdotes from your personal experience or what you're living right now, especially your experience during quarantine. Like, so many people are really invested in understanding how creatives are creating in the midst of this. You could also ask and answer any questions that come up during your live stream. And we'll talk a little bit more about that point a little further on in the video. Consider talking about what's going on in your music, like new releases or any new projects that you're working on. Or if you are a music nerd like moi, you could outline some of the things that you're doing technique-wise to your audience. They always would love to understand how you make the choices that you do as a musician. If you can, consider talking on top of the accompaniment or intro of your next song. That way you have a nicer flow. People just want to see you speak a bit and give context to the music you produce. And having some pre-made talking points will help you to have a more relaxed experience when you're speaking. And if you're relaxed, your audience is relaxed. If you want to go the narrative route or the storytelling route, where you're talking less about yourself, like, hey, this is what I do, this is how I do it, and more in line with a storyline that you're trying to create, really consider the mood that you want to create for your audience. How do you want your audience to feel? Happy, sad, motivated, relaxed? Basically, the words you choose, and most importantly, how you say those words, will have an impact on the mood that you create. So let's say that the next song that I was going to perform would sound a little like this. La da 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 fall through. Oh, la da da. Oh. I probably wouldn't start it off with, and here's this next song. This next song is a really awesome love song of mine where I talk about, no. I'd probably want to match the mood of what I say to the song that I'm about to present. This next song is a love song that warms my heart. You feel me? Constructing your set like this will make your concert much more engaging, relaxed, and potent. You'll be able to determine just how long you need to perform depending on the level of potency of your performance. That way, the more concerts you do with that level of potency, the more your audience is going to show up for you and support you. Number 3, audience participation. Let's face it, we are living in the virtual age, and this age is run by algorithms. Most of the sites that you can use to live stream will use those algorithms to determine just how many eyes get to see your content. And the key to getting more folks to view your stream is engagement. You gotta get people to like, comment on, and share your stream. And the more people that do that, the more the algorithm will favor your stream and any other streams that you end up doing from that point forward. So encourage your audience to engage with you through asking questions of your audience, taking requests, and dedicating it to your fans. If you do end up receiving comments, answers, or questions in return, say them out loud, say the person's name, send them some love. People love to be a part of the stream itself. And it helps them to remember that this is really live. Here's a pro hack. Have a couple of friends on standby to share your stream at different points of your show. You'll be performing, so you probably can't do that part. About halfway to 2/3 through the show, it'll basically bump your live stream up on people's feed. Really, really good to keep in mind. And that is also why knowing your audience beforehand is integral to successful virtual concerts in general. Check out part 1 if you missed anything on that. It's right over there. Is it there? Am I pointing in the right place? Let's recap. Number 1, know the overall arc or flow of your show so that energy can continue to build throughout your stream. Number 2, have specific talking points between your songs where you can share your personality and your narrative with your audience. And number 3, encourage your audience to participate in your stream so the algorithm will favor it and get more eyes viewing it. The next video in this series will be the big whammy: what tech you will need to have your optimal virtual concert. So be sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss that one. That's like super important. But while you're down there, comment with what you think your narrative is. And actually, also comment on what we should name her, because she is new. Do you like her? I like her. I grew her myself. Soreja, mata ne. Give her a really nice, like powerful name. She's just like, boom. I don't want to call her Poofy because that's kind of redundant. Give her like a flashy name, like a name that's just like, oh yeah, that's the name for somebody's hair. Somebody's hair is named that.